as well in the event they do try to push towards it, but right now Heroic, they're forcing the issue on that plant, and while they will get it, they're not doing a good job securing the rest of the site. Next is in a great position along with Legia to be able to secure some more kills. That's Freeze gone down. Snappy does trade. Madi with another pickup too, so hold on now. Heroic, they're battling it back, but there's Kiev. Back by Ivy where the double play ends up working out, and Kiev continues to spray through as he finds Valde. Now, it all falls to Madi behind the E-box. It is planted for him, but both these players are going to be pushing him. He no longer has the support, and Next will shut it down to give big control of the pistol.
So I'm curious there. They did have the kit on one of the players' teams. UMPs, AKs, stuff like that, but also some SMGs, not some SMGs, some Max 7s on the CT side, but an AWP on Kiev. That's key. Now
they're pushing fast outside here right now. The guys on Big are trying to boost up towards it, but the controller's already there. They can't even really do that. In fact, they know it's on the way now, and look at this flashbang. It's perfect. Valde's going to walk right in. Legia does respond, but the damage has already been done. The bomb's gone down onto the ground, and these guys have to retreat. The CTs have to look for another avenue back in. Madi's controlling Heaven. They're watching out. The one area that they're actually not paying attention to is going to be the alt tunnel right now, and this is where Tabson can find a way back in.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. That economy is going to be key because a couple of the players on the Heroic side will not be able to buy up fully. If they lose this one, there's actually only going to be one player who's going to be able to buy up fully. The rest of them are going to be on an eco. So they need to string some rounds together right now. But luckily, they're up against pistols. But Tabson is not going to do anything.
Not being able to find anything. They still have Next to worry about sitting here behind E-box, but the good way that they're pushing into it, unfortunately, the support system falls apart really quickly with just one death. Valde's found Next, as we just mentioned previously, and now Kiev, he's stuck in a corner too, having to fall back, but he hasn't even caught on the Madi. Though, with the rest of Heroic getting prepared to push in to the B site, it's actually a bit surprising that we haven't seen more of the guys from Big rotate into this just yet. It's still just Nex currently sitting over here in the B-bomb site. They're going to sneak in, and just like that, Madi gets an easy headshot to the back of Nex to take him down, and they'll take full control of this site. Rotates are here, but they're not going to be able to do that much, as Heroic have already taken full control of this whole room.
And Kiev has only now made it up from Pop Dog. He could have rotated in 10 or 15, 20 seconds ago and been straight in the back, but of course he's afraid of two AKs now. Looking quite good here on the CT side of this DE train. That is the first map in this best of three. Modi just executing people left, right, and center. Legia goes down as well, and he even gets the third one here onto Tabson.
Yeah, the communication for Big just a little bit off there too. After Kiev had spotted that, quite a few of those players, I think with the shotgun play, just didn't feel enough of confidence in the fact that they were going to push towards B, so they were very light on the site. But again, considering their overall investment of that round, it's not too much of a loss for them. This is one, though, where they need to start picking up these rounds. The double op set up the full investment, and Tabson's going to start us off well. He will pick up the first kill against Snappy, but they're still flooding into the site, and that's where Valde comes in with 2 kills out of nowhere against Nex and Tabson. Kiev up on top of Ticket, he finds one. He's trying to find the second player, but oh no, he's pushing in. Valde gets that kill, and then he swipes over to Gabi and shut him back down. It's fallen to Legia now, and Valde's on the cusp of an ace.
Valde's playing so perfectly right now. This is the ace coming in from the new Danish superstar, and a very good timing on the timeout, because now Big needs to take a breather and say, okay.
Valde, when he tries to put the bomb on the ground and change his position, and now there's just 2, and they don't even have the bomb anymore.
Yeah, and Gobi has a Molotov as well, and there's only 20 seconds remaining here and just a couple of ones. So he can actually Molotov the bomb when there's 5 to 10 seconds remaining, and the round will be basically won. So they have to take him out. There's no smokes for the T's either, and this is perfect for Gobi! There we go.
But just right in there and absolutely destroys the remaining 2 when they try to get aggressive. They hold back. And although Tabson is a little bit slow there to start things off, they make up for it later in the round with some heroics from Kiev.
Going for the pop flash and then the straight peek. One on the train and one to the left. And he, as I said earlier, also had the Molotov. If he didn't get the second frag there, he could Molotov the bomb and still have won the round. So really nice play from Gobi winning in that round.
I think his mistake had to have been leaving Kiev alive for so long on the bomb train too. He was getting away with way too many kills there. But again, we're fast into this round. 1-for-1 trades already, but they're still large. These presses, they're not paying attention to the flank though. And Valde and Snappy are going to double team those last 2 CTs alive, reapply the smokes in Z, and prevent Legia and Gabi from getting any access at all to the site. Now Legia does work his way around and picks up the first kill for this retake as he moves in, but he's not paying attention. So a second player, Freeze, will walk right up and shut him out. Gabi will have to pull off a 1v3 now, and although he's got Snappy low, this is going to be tough, if not impossible, and he may just choose to fall back.
I really like how Valde is playing this T side. He's getting so aggressively out there and just constantly
almost too slow, though, as it gave the guys on Heroic time to get back into positions for Legia early to kind of hunker down here, and this was the big play from him. Allowed him to pick up 2 kills and even round around the corner here to shut down Madi through the box.
Yeah, really good round from Legia, and now he is staying on the AWP. They're picking on 1-up for Kiev as well, so they're running a double AWP setup on the CT side, which is very common on DE train. So not a bad decision at all, but Tabson, of course, due to the fact that they had to drop that AWP, is going to be on a UMP only.
Tabson putting himself in that position too, but not spotting anything. Nothing is going to be on its way to the outer side. And this is actually something that Heroic have been really good at before, but have slipped up on in this round. So Big are already in positions to rotate back over there, and they're basically going to be prepped for this B hit.
Yeah, definitely. They should have every single CT player on that bomb site. Tabson might even come into the back at a really crucial time. Well, let's see.
Gabi hit by a flash this, so he's not able to impact initially as these guys start to push back in. Kiev with a nice flick, shuts down Nico for the trade. Next finding another, but out comes Valde from the top side. He's going to be able to find Kiev. Valde continuing to wrap around. There's a little bit of team damage there, but it's of little consequence. Tabson found Madi on the flank, and now Legia sitting over here on the backside. He was a hero before, but actually Tabson's going to steal some of the glory. He just dives right back into the site, and it brings it down to Valde, but he still has a bit of mystery about him as he sneaks in for that first kill, and he had the angle, but he was caught reloading there. So Tabson's able to get behind the bomb train, and he's going to try to play this out cautiously. Now, Valde has a huge advantage right now, as Tabson is still looking for him, but as he moves in, there it is! Valde finds the tap against Tabson to close out, and Heroic will take the last round of the half.
What a great half from Valde as well.
Really
Valde and
bad name, but as we see them moving into it, Valde is going to find the first one, and he's spotted the rest of these players too. So in come the rotations, and Valde is just getting a feast of kills here. Even switching over to his pistol, he's got one low. That was beautiful from Valde. Gets that headshot on the Kiev and then finishes off. Apologies, the headshot on the next, and then finishes off Kiev. And obviously Gabi's not going to last very long either. So very well played from Valde yet again.
Yeah, he's just stat padding right now. He's just getting the sickest rating of all time. But it is easy to get a sick rating when you're up 14-4 right now. Big or Snappy, so they're probably going to go for something quick, maybe towards A long.
And we can see Gob again waiting for the push to come out. He's going to have himself a potential to get a lot of kills if he positions himself properly. And there's two out of nowhere. Freeze and Nico gone dead to the ground. He'll be flashed, but despite being completely flashed, somehow gets a third. Now Kiev's in the cross. Madi's completely blind. He does finally take down Gob B, but it doesn't matter. He's alone and he's dead as the guys from Big will take the pistol. You're on map number 2.
Gob B, ladies and gentlemen, he has been playing almost for as many years as Paul.
He actually is not going to be able to catch any of them. Legia has much better luck as he gets 2, and he's still not down as of yet, holding outside of this doorway. Gabi chimed in for another one. Nico being able to impact, though, evens it out once again. He's going to swing wide. That's Valde that goes out, and it doesn't pay out. Legia and Gabi close out with the last 2 kills, and it's another one for Big.
Really nice play, and you see once again there, Heroic just lacking because they don't have all that utility. They only have that one smoke to do the play. So they throw that smoke down and just run out to the B bomb side and do the split B. But they don't have flashes or molotovs to kind of take out these
pretty
players.
Far away, too. They don't really have a whole lot of utility, not a lot of flashbangs anyway. They've already used the molotov that they did have to try and burn out Madi. That worked at least. They've gotten one of the 2 kills, but now all they have is a smoke to play with, and actually taking a little bit of damage there. And there comes another molotov from the T side, but Freeze goes up on top of the box for some reason, and that's going to give Legia one of the 2 kills.
That was just not good from Freeze. Well, you should not be facing in that type of situation. They are boosting now 1 onto the side. Nico's still holding this bomb. So let's see here. They know they have to kill him in order to plant it, or in order to defuse it. Then you have the guy with the AWP. Unless he gets pre-fired, they're probably not going to be able to take him out. So they're probably going to get 1 or 2 free frags, as they did. Then the rest of the players are going to stay back because they know they can't challenge that. But still, 2 frags in that extra situation is fine comparing to how bleak the round was looking.
He was on the run, but look at that flashbang. It's perfect, rolling in for the CTs and the dip in for the 2nd kill as he finds Nico, and the 3rd now against Freeze. Kiev goes off and down goes the push from Heroic.
Very nice play from Kiev. As I said in the round before, his impact is so big on these rounds.
Legia and moving in now, it's just on Kiev in the 1v2. He knows he has the position of this one player, tries to jump it. He's stuck in this corner now. And before he gets isolated, he does fall back in his CT to give him a little bit more room to maneuver.
Yeah, you shouldn't have wasted that 2nd Molotov there. They put down 2 Molotovs in the exact same spot just after each other. They could have saved that and then put it down on short and put a smoke down on long. But it doesn't really matter when Nico's shooting heads like that. 3 kills, not losing a single point of health. And that's going to be the 3rd round coming in for Heroic.
Heroic starting to find a little bit of momentum here. Obviously breaking Big down. Certainly a key part of that one. And it was always very close.
The guy they have to watch out for is Gob B on long because he's close range at the smoke. When that smoke dissipates, they're going to run out. But let's see if he's ready.
Gabi preparing for it. They're going to run right into him. Actually, the flash, it's too late. And there we go. 1, 2, 3 kills for Gabi. I don't know what that was, but the timing on the flash was so bad. And now Tabson moves in. Snappy trades it, but it's all on Snappy now in a 1v4. Kiev's even smart about this. Doesn't want to play the risk on it. So he just leaves it to Gabi to close it out with the final kill.
Wait 3 seconds. Time the flash correctly, and that wouldn't have been a problem. Gabi, of course, is very good. So it was, I'll say, quite an even half, to be honest. But, of course, Big coming out on top.
Yeah, absolutely. So things in the 2nd half are certainly going to be interesting, though. One good credit I will still give the guys over here on Big is that their pistol rounds have been really consistent so far. So I think that so long as something doesn't go horribly wrong there, I still think they have a really good chance to take control of it, especially considering that this is their map pick going into it again.
Yeah, definitely. The one thing that I think Heroic are missing if they want to take here on Dust 2 is going to be Valde, and of course
He goes in, and this is where that plays off big time. As Snappy's going to be able to find Keeve, more than move back in, but here's the flank from Gabi as he shuts down Valde and Freeze. Now Snappy, he's the only one left alive, but Gabi, he's down on the site, and Snappy just got the kill. He's jumped onto the bomb. Gabi, you've got to move in there, man. You don't have enough time left, but no, he gets the kill, and Big will still claim this round.
What a round from Gabi. Once again, the team captain of Big steps up huge and gets that double from that position in the back, and then edges in his way into the bomb site, kills that last CT defusing. That has to be 1 second left or something like that on the bombs. That was
still a factor in CT, and they're not accounting for it, but Nex is there to cover. He'll take down Valde, and now the B flush is on here. Nico's going to have to try to hold in the window position. Madi, though, nicely found from him. He finds Leggy, yet Nico picks up his kill. Tapsin and Gabi have been able to trade out frags, but a lot of these are happening towards A, and they're going for the plant. They didn't even realize that Nico was here. He's going to run forward, finds Keeve and Gabi, and now the time runs out, so Heroic will steal this round.
That is a big communication error because they knew that Modi was in position. They dart the first player to him, but the two remaining players, they didn't even look to his position. Now it's straight for the plant, and then one guy watching doors. That's so... And Freeze on short with the AWP, and Snappy gets shut down.
All come down to Freeze now. The rotations are still not on the way yet. Finally, they've called for Nico, and I don't even think he's going to fully commit. He's still watching out for mid. The potential for like a mid to B is still alive, so Freeze, he's been iffy so far in this map, but he's cut out it long. They don't even see him. Legia moves right in and shuts down Freeze. Nico and Muddy, the last two standing in a 2v5. They can't save any longer. They have to go for this, but they don't have any utility. Nico has a single flashbang to try and forge his way back in, and he's got to time that perfectly. Picks up actually only one. Nex and Keeve trade out two more, and they're flooding onto this site. Valde, though, is doing a good job of holding, but he stays out in the open for too long, and that's where Leggy is going to be able to impact again. Here comes Nico, though. He's been the big man on the field, the consistent player, more importantly for this team so far on Heroic, and he sneaks in, but he doesn't account for Keeve. Lurking his way through to the cannons, and Keeve even gets that last kill, too. So they steal this round away and send us in 1-1 as they upset.
Absolutely perfect pistol round coming out from the guys over at Big, and what a way to take it. Grab, of course, lose the pistol.
Not been able to spot Gabi, who's snuck into this other alternate room here. Nico has his attention kind of split right now, which means Valde is going to have to be the one to catch this, but Gabi sits in waiting. However, Valde still is able to get the kill onto Gabi, and now pushes in to trade out for the AK. Just checking it, too, to make sure that no one else is moving in. But keep in mind, this is all a ruse.
Yeah.
Three of the other players are currently stinking their way over towards A long. Again, the Heroic with really good control. They have not over-rotated. They still have two players sitting in the A site, waiting for a push like this to work its way over towards them, and specifically Snappy waits at the edge of A long to pretty much destroy this hit if they're not ready for it. But oh no, they look away at the wrong moment. So Snappy's going to go down. Freeze trying to fire off these shots. Next is down at 12 HP after he fires it in, but it's Valde actually doing the work. Keeve is able to respond. Tapsin moving in. He's able to shut down Freeze. Madi with another pickup, and it's just Keeve now with only 3 seconds left. He gets that headshot. Unfortunately, he stopped himself from planting the bomb, so he is still going to lose the round. But at the same time, Nico did not want to challenge it, so he fell away, and we will see the op be saved.
I really get the first back and then rotate around. But then again, I'm not sitting in the booth with a huge amount of pressure on me with thousands of fans cheering.
Nico finds the first kill here as he does play an aggressive position inside of the window on drop, but he also spotted the rest of the players pushing in. More are going to work their way out towards Broken, whilst the Heroic go immediately under pressure, but because of how quickly this is moving in, the guys from Heroic are also going to be fast to rotate, and they've got a flank in the works too coming in from Snappy if they don't pay attention to it. Struggling to get a drop. There's Leggy with the kill. Valde swipes in, but Keeve's in position to be able to trade that back out. Now he's worried about the player over there on position behind the fountain area, but as we do see them moving in, Keeve trades him out after Freeze picks up one. It's a 2v2, but here comes that flank now from Snappy rolling in. There's nobody, though, in position for him to spray down. He does try to find the player that planted the bomb, but he cannot do it. And now they know where Snappy's at, so they can play accordingly to this. It's still going to be rough, and that's a great nade to do a lot of damage. The flashbang moves in, but no! Keeve is able to hold on. Snappy trades, and now Snappy's trying to push forward, but he doesn't catch Gabi just below the wall. He'll shut it down, and it's it. Another round for Big.
So well played by Big, and a tad lucky
7-8 as we switch sides.
What a close first half we have here in the third map. Of the second semi-final, we're just inches away from the grand final here at DreamHack, ASTRO Open, Leipzig, and Muddy. What a round from him. Clicks away too, gets fully flashed, and then sprays away and secures the frag onto Tapsin as well. And 8-7. First half score. We're going to move into the pistol round, see who comes out on top. And we've been talking about how well Big are playing these pistol rounds so far. They've actually, I think, missed one in this entire best of 3 or something like that. So we expect them to come out huge and come out swinging here in this pistol.
You look over on the, really both sides of this, it's a little bit uneasy when we look at the players' expressions and whatnot there. The guys from Heroic
guys push in 2 flashbangs and a smoke, so standard B push is going to be what comes out from them.
It's pretty fast leading up to the Broken Wall platform here as they do move in. One of them's going to leap right through. The flashbang is great. They're going to flush their way out onto the B-bomb site. Rotations are coming in, though, and there's a great shot from Nex. He's going to be able to find Valde. Looks for a second, and he gets it. That's the bomb gone down. And oh, another one from Nex. Tabson's chimed in with the 4th, and it's down to Snappy. Snappy's not even a part of this hit right now. He's still way back over on the platform push. And in a moment, he's going to be flanked.
What a round from Nex. Keeve ends it, and that is a perfect CT hold. And it wasn't really because they did run straight through. And wow, okay, Snappy picking up a quick frag, and now Keeve is in trouble.
They've taken down Legia, sitting up over on the parapet there. But now Keeve, the nice flick onto the head, switches over to the pistol for a second. He's looking for a third, and oh! The one tap from Keeve destroys Freece. So it's down to Madi. And that looks like Keeve is going to shut down Madi as well. So it's another big round for the big roster, as they are just a couple rounds away from a grand final at their first ever tournament.
The Master of Winks destroys Heroic in that round.
It's advantage for Heroic, but Nex has an interesting position to play with, still sitting over here on the steps leading up to the platform. And he's looking for the kill there, but no, Madi shuts him down. Now it falls to Keeve, who will sneak his way in through the drop room right now. They're paying attention to it, though. He manages to navigate through, but Madi, who's a hero in this round, picks up a big 3K, and it keeps the guys from Heroic in the game.
15-8, ladies and gentlemen. Heroic still on the verge of it. The economy is not broken yet, so they'll have at least one more buy, one more full buy. And I think actually with the money, yeah, okay, they have 7.
Really, Gabi, he's just been dinked. This is rough for Big, actually, because of the fact they stacked B. They don't really know where these guys are positioned, and they're running out of time. They've got to rush into this site now. There's Nico with 1 pickup. Snappy finds another. Tabson and Legia trading a few kills, but Snappy reads into this. It doesn't matter, though. Legia's going to take him down. The time is low. Nico trying to hold, finds one, swings around, gets that kill, and he's just won the round off of that. He's going to die to the explosion, but at this point, it doesn't matter. Heroic need these rounds, not necessarily money.
Oh, here we go. Still so incredibly tense between these two teams, and it's inches away from Big.